How you doing, guys? Welcome to Trucking News. I'm going to try and bring you these videos most Wednesdays. Won't be every Wednesday because there might not be anything to report on. But most Wednesdays I'm going to try and bring you this this midweek video. You'll have to excuse the noisy road because I'm on a break at the moment and a lay-by. But yeah, it's going to be news, reviews, tips and tricks, that sort of thing. Little short videos that I don't have to put too much production into, that I can make nice and quickly for you guys. Keep you up to date with any new legislation or anything like that, any new rules, any reviews on decent products. And yeah, this week we're going to kick the first episode of Trucking News off with a review of the Garmin Dezl 770. Now, this is my Garmin. I've had it for 2 years now. This isn't a sponsored video or anything else. I bought this with my own money, and like I said, I've had it for 2 years, so pretty extensive. But as you can see, it's pretty chunky thing. It has a quick release here with the terminals. This is a speaker here, but yeah, pretty robust. You ain't gonna break this very easily. But yeah, I can't sing my praises enough about this. It's been an amazing little bit of kit that I've had since I very first passed my test. So yeah, let's go in and take a look at it. Okay, so this is the sucker base unit, which just allows a very quick release. So when you park up and you're going to jump out of the truck, you can quickly release it. And it's got the power terminals here and everything else it requires. So it's nice and easy. When you connect it, place it in on the top, push it in, and it clunks into place. As easy as that. First of all, it'll come up with this this warning telling you not to drive whilst you're using it. Then you get three settings. You have your car setting, your rigid setting, and you have your Arctic. It's quite easy. You can just enter your trailer configuration, height, width, overall length, gross weight. You can put the axles in there, max speed. I should change that really, shouldn't I? Max speed 56, done. Hazardous materials you can add, harmful water, because then it will route you round tunnels and stuff like that you can't go through. Lorry type, trunk haulage, which is pretty much what I do. You can set it to delivery, you can put the VIN, tractor, trailer number, all the other bits and pieces into it. I don't know about you guys, but I don't really care if it has 50,000 points of uses or if it loads in 0.5 seconds. The only things that I care about is if this thing is going to get me to my destination without hitting any bridges or going into any weight restrictions. And if it routes me around traffic delays, even better. And that's exactly what this thing does. It's been really good. It's got a very clear 7-inch display. It's very easy to see even in direct sunlight when the sun's shining on it. Has a really good speaker. You can hear it over all the road noise. You can hear it with the radio on a moderate level. You can always hear this. It's pretty good. So to start on the home screen here, this is usually where you start. You've got your apps where you can have your weather. It's probably not going to load the weather because I've not got very good phone signal. This will connect to your phone. It'll download weather, lots of other information you may require. You've got my Garmin, where it'll give you updates. You can see here that I'm due an update. I've got to take it in, plug it in, get it updated. This is your help. You can go for all your help. You've got service history, so if you are a owner operator and you operate your own truck, you can keep records of everything in here. It's got full phone connectivity, so you can just call home, browse categories of nearby restaurants or garages or anything like that, you can dial, and you can also voice dial. This has got full voice recognition, so you can set destinations, you can speak addresses, and it's pretty good. Now and again it's pretty hit and miss, and you have to do it a couple of times, but I find most of the time it'll do what it needs to do. Traffic is live traffic, and that'll tell you any traffic nearby you. This has got lifetime free traffic and also lifetime map updates, and this is UK and European. 45 countries this will map you around. I've used this in Europe, and again, no problems at all. It was great. So yeah, you got your voice command. You can say a command. I don't particularly want to do that at the moment. You got Foursquare, which is also connected to your app. You got best nearby. You can check in, your trending, food, coffee sites, whatever you want to try and find. You've got where I've been, which tell you where you've been sort of today. You can see this little blue line is showing where I've been. I've done a total of 73 miles today, and yesterday it'll show where I've been yesterday. Last spot that I parked at, which is where I am now, and you can save that or anything else that you want to do. So yeah, that's your apps. Loads of settings, update maps. You've got vehicle profiles, which I showed you earlier. Maps and vehicles, you can do there's 3D maps, 2D map, north up. You got map themes, map layers. There's so much you can do. You got Bluetooth, so obviously that connects to your phone. You've obviously got your display. You can set your display brightness. This is only on 60% at the moment. There we go. I can bump it right up, but 60% is plenty enough for me. But yeah, lots and lots of settings for you to play around with. You've got units and times. You can set them to whatever you want to. Proximity alerts, so you can set the alerts. No. Type of alerts. So you can set it to cameras. There's lots of different POIs that you can set it to. Right then, so when you're gonna use this thing, you can use you hit your where to. You can either pop an address in where you can spell the town, put the postcode in, you search all, change country. Lorry use, so you can change. This will take you to lorry specific areas. So roadside services, industrial complexes, lorry washes, lorry dealerships, and petrol stations. And obviously that's lorry access stuff. Trip planner is very good. This is what I use. If you do regular trips like myself to the same places, you can plan all these in there, including your predicted services you're going to stop at. Because it's this is probably about a 400-mile trip. It will take quite a long time to do it. But yeah, I find that really handy. I can put all mine in there, and yeah, really easy to go on there. Obviously got your go home, which is really easy. Your fuel stations, then it will tell you your nearest fuel stations that you can get into. Yeah, and also what's in them. Obviously got your Foursquare again, which is the same as before. Categories, so you can find lodgings, restaurants, banks, cash points, medical care, everyday life, shopping, parking, entertainments. There's so many points of interest. I don't tend to use them. I think I've used points of interest once, and that's when I needed to find my nearest garage. Everywhere I go that I know I'm more than likely to be going back to, I will save as a favourite, and I have all my favourites saved in here. Everything from home to everywhere I've been. Really easy. So I'm going to route myself back to the yard now. I think it's only about 10 miles. So where to, favourites, all favourites, to the yard. You can choose between routes, and it will give you an option of a couple of routes. Go. It shouldn't take too long.
Navigate on road.
There we go. The really useful thing about this is, if you can see, this little blue line, these blue lines. That shows me, that's like a trail of where I've been. I found that really useful if I'm going to go into a town or anything like that, or into a city, and I want to follow the same route out. You can just follow that blue line, and that's really handy. So if I zoom right out, there we go, you can see the blue line there. There we go, and it shows where I've been the last, I think it's probably a week. A week is saved on there, so yeah, pretty handy, it's really good. Find that feature really helpful. Okay then, so yeah, your display's on here. That's your back button, so you can get back to your map and your where to again. And this is your speed. You can get that to show lots of different options. These are trip A, trip B. You got your temperature, time, elevation, sunset time, mile marker if you're on a motorway, your exact location, your arrival time, distance, all sorts. And then you've got this one down here which will show you a variety of stuff. You can get it to display your temperature, safety cameras, arrival time, the amount of time you will arrive in, the destination distance, time to point, arrival time, next mile marker. You can get it to display the direction, the gradient, the elevation. So if I didn't want the arrival time on there, and I wanted the amount of time that it would take to arrive in, there we go, nice and easy. Let's just change that back. So I'm going to arrive at 1450. Down here you have, you can stop the route you're on, you can change your route, so you can detour to find another route, detour by distance, so you can avoid an upcoming distance. Lots of detour options, so if you don't like the way that it's directing you, you can change it. You can also go on to here. There we go, it'll give you an outline of your route, and if you don't want to use a certain road, you can tap. It will recalculate, and it will take you via where you've tapped. Nice, quick and easy. There we go, it's rerouted me, and it's told me that it's added 16 minutes and it's added 10 miles, and you can just hit go to hit that route. Nice and easy. Yes. You've got your volume, so you can hit your volume, hit your mute. You've got traffic up ahead, so you can get it to show on the toolbar here what you've got coming ahead. So you've got a petrol station a mile away, toilets, or anything like that. There we go, and it'll give you the information. Safety cameras, and then that will obviously take you into, you can tick off what you want it to show on the screen and what you don't. And there we go, and we can get rid of that. This will show you your route that you've got, nice and easy, and that's pretty much what it is, what it does. There we go, that's the demonstration done. It was only a quick overview of what it can do. There's so much more it can do. Everything from the lane guidance. Lane guidance is really good on this. I find it really helpful. The other thing it will do is it will do, I can't remember what it's called, it's something like Real Talk, which when you're going through big towns and big cities, it will direct you via landmarks. So it will say turn left at the McDonald's up ahead, or turn right at the NatWest Bank, which is also really good and really helpful visually. I've used other sat navs before, and I wouldn't say they're rubbish. They do their job, but I just find that the interface of the Garmin is so much easier to use and navigate. It's really quick to just tap around. There's no lag with it. The other thing that's really good about it is the alerts. It will alert you to things like if you're coming up to an exposed area where you're going to get crosswinds. It will alert you to descents and ascents. The other good thing that I use, it is subscription, it's a small fee, I think it's something like £10 for the year, is the weather. And what that will do is will overlay over the map like a radar of the rain. It'll also tell you whether that rain is going to be snow or ice or anything like that, and it'll alert you, which I find really helpful. So yeah, like I say, it has free lifetime traffic, which is what a lot of sat navs don't offer in this subscription based. Free lifetime maps, 45 countries covering the whole of Europe. The voice recognition is pretty good on it. And obviously the Bluetooth connection with your phone is really good. The only negative I can think of is sometimes when there is a road closure and the road has since reopened, or it's a road closure, a planned road closure that hasn't closed, sometimes the sat nav and try and reroute you around it anyway. It tends to be a little bit slow to update on road closures. So we're back on the road again now, and that just about completes my my review of the Garmin Dezl 770. There is a Amazon link down below in the description. If you think about buying it, please click the link. It is an affiliate link. It won't cost you any extra, but it really helps the channel. I just also want to add that a sat nav is only as good as the person using it. It's a great navigation aid, but should never be used in isolation. The 2 years that I've had the Garmin, it's never sent me down a wrong road. It's never sent me towards a low bridge. It's never sent me into a weight restriction, unless of course I'm delivering into it. But every time I go to a new destination, I always cross-reference what the sat nav is saying to a trucker's atlas, just to make sure that it's leading me in all the right directions. And then I'll also use Google Earth to find out the layout of the place I'm delivering to. Shush. So yeah, I just wanted to make that clear. I think a lot of people get into pickles, and a lot of people have misconceptions about sat nav being mad and bad, because they are used to solely navigate to their destination, and it should never be used as a sole navigation aid. It should always be used in conjunction with other aids. So yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe for plenty more videos just like this, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much guys, catch you soon.